Welcome to this Tutor to You Sociology topic video for GCSE Sociology. In this video we're going to look at a classic text, that is Affluent Workers Revisited by Fiona Devine. Fiona Devine's Affluent Workers Revisited is an important sociological study that revisits the famous research conducted by John Goldthorpe and his colleagues in the 1960s, which explored the lives of affluent, wealthy workers. Devine's work focuses on social class and how it affects people's lives. Her perspective is influenced by both the structural functionalist approach, which looks at how society's different parts work together, and conflict theories, which examine how power and inequality shape social relations. Devine conducted her research in the early 1980s, about 20 years after Goldthorpe's original study. She used a qualitative research methodology which involves collecting non-numerical data to understand people's experiences and perspectives. Devine carried out in-depth interviews with workers and their families in the town of Luton, the same place where the original study was conducted. By talking directly to people and exploring their daily lives, Devine aimed to understand how their experiences had changed over time. Devine found both continuity and change in the lives of affluent workers. While some aspects of their lives had remained the same, others had changed significantly. For instance, she discovered that while workers still valued job security and decent pay, their attitudes towards work and leisure had evolved. One of the key findings was how workers balanced their work and leisure time. In the original study, Goldthorpe found that affluent workers tended to separate work from leisure, enjoying their free time without thinking about their jobs. Devine found that this separation still existed, but noted that leisure activities had become more diverse and consumer-orientated, reflecting broader changes in society. Devine's study also revealed important insights into family life. She found that gender roles within the family had shifted slightly, with more women entering the workforce and contributing to the family income. However, traditional gender roles were still prevalent, with women often taking on the majority of household chores and childcare responsibilities. Another significant finding was the issue of social mobility, which refers to the ability of individuals or families to move up or down the social ladder. Devine found that while some workers had experienced upward social mobility, many still faced barriers such as limited access to higher education and better paying jobs, and this highlighted the persistent inequality in society. Devine also explored the concept of class identity, which refers to how people see themselves in terms of the social class. She found that many affluent workers still identified as being working class, despite their increased earnings and improved living standards. This was partly because they still experienced similar work conditions and shared values with other working class people. Some critics argue that Devine may have placed too much emphasis on continuity, possibly underestimating the extent of change in workers' lives. They suggest that her findings might not fully capture the dynamic and rapidly changing nature of society, particularly in terms of technology and globalization. Devine's study, like the original, focused on a relatively small sample of workers in Luton. Critics argue that this limited sample size may not be representative of the broader population of affluent workers in different regions or countries. This makes it harder to generalise her findings to all affluent workers. While Devine acknowledged shifts in gender roles, some critics believe she did not explore these changes in enough depth. They argue that a more detailed analysis of gender relations within the family and workplace could provide a fuller understanding of the changes in affluent workers' lives. And since Devine's study was conducted in the early 1980s, critics argue that the economic context has changed significantly. Factors like the rise of the gig economy, increased job insecurity and technological advancements have transformed the nature of work. Therefore, her findings might not fully apply to the current situation of affluent workers. Devine's study primarily focused on workers in traditional stable jobs, and critics argue that this focus overlooks the experiences of those in non-traditional or precarious employment, which has become more common in recent decades. Including these workers could provide a more comprehensive picture of class and work in contemporary society. Fiona Devine's Affluent Workers Revisited provides valuable insights into the lives of affluent workers, highlighting both continuity and change since the original study conducted by Goldthorpe et al. Her findings on work and leisure, family life, social mobility and class identity contribute to our understanding of social class and how it shapes people's experiences. Despite some criticisms, Devine's work remains an important contribution to sociological research, encouraging further exploration of how class dynamics have evolved over time. That concludes this Tutor to You Sociology topic video for GCSE Sociology. In this video we looked at a classic text, Affluent Workers Revisited by Fiona Devine. Thanks for watching.